If you're already into training or you think about starting to take training a little bit more seriously, in my opinion, you should have a period in your life where you do not skip a single day of training. I'm not saying you should go 100% in or you should train with the same intensity every single day. What I'm saying is that every single day you should have some sort of physical activity, whether that's being just walking for 10 kilometers, a slight jog, a spar with your bro, whatever it is, or fucking play golf, I don't know. But you should have a period in life where you do not take a single day off, and I'm gonna tell you why in a second. First of all, if you're completely new to training, whatever it is, if that's going to the gym, if that's a sport, if that's both, doesn't matter what type of training it is, just training in general. If you're new into training, this is gonna build the habit of staying consistent with doing something hard, because in the beginning, training is gonna be hard. Doesn't matter what it is, as I said. Doesn't matter the sport, doesn't matter the field, doesn't matter what you choose to do. Training is gonna be hard in the beginning 100% of the time. And I don't care what anyone else tells you. If you're not born in like an environment or like a family where training is something normal, if you're the first one in your family to start to take this shit seriously, then it's gonna be fucking hard, because you have no one to relate to. None of your family members or like even friends will understand you, and you're just gonna be like, you're gonna feel like the black sheep because you're doing something which no one else is doing. And this is the hard part, because people are gonna talk about you like, look at this guy, he's training, who does he think he is, blah 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 blah. You know how this thing goes. And this is the hard part, not the training itself, because once you start training, you're gonna see that it's not that hard. The process of actually starting the workout and finishing the workout, it's not that hard. You just get it in the flow and you just get it done. But the hard part is what's happening outside of that training environment. And this is the thing I'm trying to get through here with this video, that in the beginning, you should feel this shit every single day, just so it becomes normal in your mind that people are gonna talk shit about you. And it's not gonna feel alright in the beginning. It's gonna feel like you're doing something wrong. It's gonna feel like you're doing something which you're not supposed to do. And it's normal. It's completely normal. And yeah, maybe you may lack motivation and you may lack discipline because you've never done something similar in your life before. But just know that the more you do it now, the easier it's gonna feel later. And this is what I'm trying to get through here with this video, that the more you train now, the easier it's gonna get in the future. It's not that you're somehow gonna overpass everyone if you don't have a day off. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to say here is that the more you train now and the more consistent you stay now, the easier it's gonna feel in the future. When you have a structured plan, when you know what you're actually doing, when you know that, okay, on this day I'm doing that, then I'm gonna have a rest day because of this, because of that, then I'm gonna train this because of this, then I have to eat this. Once you have a structured plan which you can follow, then it's gonna become easy, because it's not gonna feel like a burden. It's not gonna feel like something hard. It's just gonna feel like something which is part of your daily life, something which is part of your daily routine, daily habits. It's just something you do on a daily basis. And in the beginning, it is gonna feel like something unusual. It is gonna feel like something new. It is gonna feel like something you've never done, because you know what? You haven't done it. That's the whole point here. You haven't done something and it feels like it's wrong. It feels like you're not supposed to do it. It feels like you're the black sheep, as I said. But the thing is, the more you do it in the beginning, the less rest days you have, the more activity you have, the more you're actually trying to learn new things, the easier it's going to become in the future. And the second point I wanted to get through here is that if you're someone who's already been into training, someone who has a lot of experience, for me personally, it's easier to train every day than it is to have a day off, because I love it. And again, we have two different groups of people here. People who train every day because they have to, people who have a lot of experience in training, but they've trained because they have to. And on the other hand, we have people who actually train every day because they love it. They've been training their whole life. They continue to train every day because they love it. And I fall into that second category. I actually enjoy every single workout I do. Yeah, sometimes I don't feel like training, but the workout itself, the training itself, I love it. I love the gym. I love the environment. I love working out, I love playing football, I love jogging, I love any type of sport. Just anything which is related to training and sports, I fucking love it. And so when I go to train, when I go to do anything which is related to physical activity, I fucking love it. Because this is just who I am. You're probably not like me. You're probably a lot more different than me. Or you could be the exact same like me. You know, you could enjoy every single workout, every single repetition, every single thing you do which is related to physical activity, you may enjoy it. And if you're that type of person, if you take a day off, it's gonna feel like you know, when you take the day off, it's gonna feel like you're doing something wrong. You know, when training, but when taking a day off. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's definitely not a bad thing. Sometimes you do need to take a rest. If you're training with really, really high intensity, and if you have a lot of games, a lot of team training and individual trainings and stuff like this, you do need a day off, and you do need probably a couple of days off. But even on those rest days, so-called rest days, you can still have some sort of physical activity. You can go for a walk. You can do something completely different out of your sport. Like if you play football and you've been training really hard this week, like on a Sunday, just play some table tennis. Like, I don't know, something which is completely different out of your sport, which is still considered some sort of physical activity. Not that it's going to improve you physically in any way. I mean, depending on what you do, but in this example, if you're going to play table tennis, not that it's going to improve your football abilities or performance abilities in any way. It's just going to make you feel better about yourself because you did something which you love. You did something which you enjoy. Not because someone else told you to do it, but because you actually enjoy it. And that's the thing. That's the point. You do something because you love it. If you don't love it, then it's probably not for you. And if you do it because you have to, I don't really see why you would have to train. Like, you train because you want to. But if you actually have to train and you don't enjoy it, then you probably just need to find something else. But for the people who actually love it, or who want to see if they actually love it, if they've never done it before, I highly, highly recommend that you should train every single day. You know, not train every day, that's probably a bit over-exaggerated, but do some sort of physical activity every single day, and you're going to feel 100 times better about yourself. Not only, you know, physically, but mentally, because training is a mental battle. Like, it's definitely not easy. And even if you enjoy it, sometimes it's not going to feel easy, and sometimes it's not going to feel that enjoyable. But just know that on the other side of all this hard work comes the person you strive to become every single day. So the more you do, the easier and the faster you're going to reach that person you're trying to be every single day.